Good morning, students. Have a nice day. Welcome back to our online class. Okay. In the last class, we have discussed that poem, Seasons of Life. Then, today we are going to enter a new unit, fourth unit, section 1. The first chapter, Antiquated. Antiquated means oldest. Oldest one. Okay. Before entering to the chapter, I would like to introduce what is discussing through this chapter. What do you know? That is some things, means some instruments, then some electronic devices which have electronic devices or other instruments which have been using which have been using something, some words, typings, photos, photographies, and whatever may be, it have disappeared in the present time because of the new inventions or new instruments have invented. So display disappeared from the public. Those things we have discussing through this chapter. Okay, the development of the human beings, the development of human beings, and the electronic devices and technologies have developed, and everything have been changing, isn't it? So new things have found and implemented in the public, in the world. It have been using by the people, and another things which have already used for something that have disappeared. So that is antiquated. Take page number 173. 173. While new inventions celebrate the creative and imaginative aspects of the human mind and help make your lives more comfortable and efficient, there is a flip side to this progress as well, where often a new improved product displaces the old one from the market, rendering the former technology obsolete and shutting down production and units and depriving many of their livelihood. Okay, this is the systematical change, systematical disorders or systematical changes of lives and technologies, and both are interrupted, both are unconnected. Okay, then let us take a look at the selection of such products that many of us may have never used or seen. Some instruments we have going to discuss, maybe it have not ever seen or ever used. Okay. Transporter member. First one. While cleaning the garage today, I stumbled across my grandfather's old collection of video cassettes. When this is one articles, we are sharing something in the Facebook. So here, forum for all, world press. Okay, we can, when we search, we can get it. Then this is something shared. This was posted in the blog. Okay. Then while cleaning the garage today, I stumbled across my grandfather's old collections of video cassettes. Then he got some video cassettes of his grandfather. VHS types. It gave me the idea that I could do my term project on inventions, specifically new ones that have replaced the old ones in his suggestions. That this is now video cassettes is there. Now we could not get it. Video cassettes, some cassettes, something we have found, we have seen, but something we couldn't. Then next one. This should be interesting, analog and digital. It was not long ago that analog cameras, ones that used photographic film to capture images, were considered to be the latest technology in photography. I remember loading and removing a film roll into and out of one of those cameras. It was an art to be mastered. The toughest part was that we couldn't view picture as soon as it was taken. We had to send the film to the lab to be developed. Then came the digital cameras. Then here in the first time, now the digital cameras. When we take the photo, we can look the photo in the screen. But in the old age, there was a camera, is a film. Put the film into the space, the film roll, isn't it? Then we could not see what kinds of this. Then this is not clear. Though this is not an accurate size. This is not an accurate the focus. So we can retake it. We couldn't see later, but now we can see, and we can analyze what kinds of photos in the camera. Now the situation is there, but old age time it is not. That this film we are take inside of outside, and it give in the lab. Lab means in the where in the photographies. Then that will create and will give. Then only we can see the photos. But now entirely changed. Then came the digital camera. So that is why we are using now digital camera. All we had to take next page number had to do was point the camera, shoot and view the photo. No film rolls, no dark rooms, no develop the film, and now it looks like the digital camera itself will soon be a relic of the past. We have cameras on our smartphones which have turned everyone into the photographers. Means that photograph the digital cameras, but that the time now the time what is everybody are a photographer. Each and everybody have a camera. It's very that 16 or 20 picture is back cameras in there. Then photo, that the camera we are taking the very perfect photo we can take from the camera. That is why the world have developed. The world has developed, isn't it? So the people have already developed. Now we are not using that very old cameras, digital cameras. This is not wanted now itself, because we have the camera very useful, very clear clarity camera is there in our smartphones. Okay, then first one that. Then next. Absolutely, it is set in a way, but we can't stop the march of progress. Remember, those film camera too were a culmination is a result of years of development in photographic technology. It was only in the late 19th century that a French man named Niceford Niepce was able to fix the picture to paper with the use of chemicals. Then in the Frenchman named Nice for Nates is first he fixed the picture in a paper with the chemical. That is the starting point of photographs. He fixed one of the photo in the paper by using the chemical, isn't it? After that was developed by then now reached in the digital cameras, smartphones, etc. Then he has the technology developed. He is recognized as the inventor of modern photography. Who? The Frenchman. You point out the very useful message or useful knowledge. The inventor of modern photography? Who is the Frenchman named Nice for Nights. Okay. Then, as the technology developed, the device became more compact, accurate and easy to use, and I agree, what would we do today without our phone cameras? Some of them are more powerful than many digital cameras, but you are right, it is only a matter of time before our phones are also replaced by other devices, isn't it? Yeah, we are photographers, we are using cameras with our phones, smartphones. It is very inventive or very highly developed, very most tangible one, isn't it? Then next one. Does anybody remember using manual typewriter? Manual typewriter. What is that? Manual typewriter. I do. I retired from my role as an office secretary about 20 years ago. Yes, no executive assistant in those days. No assistant executives there. And when I first started out, all office communication was carried out on the old typewriter, a fascinating machine first invented in the 1860s. First one invented that machine first invented when in 1860. For those who have never seen a typewriter, never seen till then, each key was linked to a block with the character embossed on it. This block hit a ribbon of ink and left its mark on the paper on the other side of the ribbon. Then once a key was struck, the character was impressed on the page. Okay, what is the way of printing or that writer? In the opposite side of the ribbon, take the paper and struck the key, then the letter will impress on the page. The effect was immediate, and once you type something, you could not erase it. Now we are type something, oh, that is wrong, we can erase it, we can delete it. But this writer, we could not erase it, we could not delete it. You had to practice a lot to be a proficient typist. When you search in the site, you can see what typewriter, the procedures, everything we can understand. You just do that like. Okay. You had to practice a lot to be a proficient typist and hit those keys pretty hard, so that were quite noisy. If you entered a secretarial pool where a number of secretaries were working, it sounded like there were machine guns in action. But the typewriter disappeared when computer took. Then when this typewriter have disappeared, the implementation of the computer. When computer comes in the world, this typewriter had disappeared. Okay. By the typewriter disappeared when computer took over the PC and laptop, came into existence. Now even a school kids can type, erase, copy, choose the font, shape and size, check off for spelling and grammar, and perform all kinds of magic silently and effortlessly. Truly amazing, but I still miss my old typewriter. Computer have made this machine antiquated. You know, now the school kids can write, can type, can delete, can erase, can prepare font, size, everything. They are not. But says that remembering his old age. Okay. Then next step. Yes, I agree. The advancement of modern technology has put many a useful and efficient machine to rest. I think the only similarity between the old typewriter and the keyboard we used today is the layout of the keys. There is one similarity, one same things are there. The old typewriter and now the keyboard which we are using now itself. What is that? The QWERTY layout. QWERTY keyboard, you know, QWERTY keyboard is there. Developed by Christopher Scholz and Carlos Glidden in 1894. This QWERTY keyboard was developed by who? Christopher Scholz and Carlos Glidden in 1894. He is still today considered the best way to lay out the alphabet to enable efficient typing in the English language, and learning to type correctly and efficiently as you did in the past is still of great benefit. Many people get by typing with one finger, but there is nothing to beat a good typist even on the most modern PC. Means somebody's are typing in the with using one finger here, not, but the speedy or the good typists they are using both fingers and typing. This QWERTY keyboard is very efficient and easy to typing, isn't it? Okay, take next page, page number 76, 176. Anybody remember the old duplicator? Then we are now taking the photostat, but here we are discussing the old duplicator. What is? Then look, typing out a page was one thing, making a copy of it was a whole other matter. Before the invention of the photographing process and before the Xerox Corporation came to our aid, making copies of documents was a laborious task. Before entering or before implementing the photography system or Xerox Corporation system here, photography system here, that is the taking copy is very high task, is very risky task. We had to use something called a stencil duplicator or a cyclosting machine. This is cyclosting machine, that is one types of machine which is used to take the photographs. We had one of those in my school. Our question paper were copied on that. Our clerk had to spend quite a bit of time to make individual copies of documents. It is cycling one. But in now the time we are put the original copy in the screen and text there. How many copies we want? 100. Then put the number of 100. Then take start. Then it will become automatically. But this is not like that. The clerk have to spend a lot of time to take the question papers copy. This is very risky task. The cyclostyle duplicating process was invented by David Chesterner in London. It was invented invented by David Chesterner in London in 1890. Very important, you just underline it to by heart. A stencil was cut on our normal typewriter by using special stencil paper. This is very special stencil paper to take copies. Okay. The stencil was then inserted into the cyclostyle machine, which used ink to produce a limited number of copies. The machine was a that cumbersome. Cumbersome means that heavy and clumsy, isn't it? Device, and we had to roll out the paper manually. Thank God is for the invention of photography. Means it is very risky, and it is then stencil paper that it want to put, and then the stencil was then it was inserted into the this cycling photographies. It's very risky task, but now it is very easy. When we want to a photography, is to put there, then takes. That's all. Oh, thank girls, this is a wealthy of information of my project. Then Bogman member. Here is one more old and new video games. Here video games. Video game means video games is very popular now itself. Isn't it? Okay. You could also look at the more contemporary inventions that have been outmoded, like our video games. Remember our handheld video games with monochrome screens. Monochrome screens means what? Having one color only. Monochrome having a single color. Version of games like Auto Race, Tetris, Super Mario Land, and Pac-Man on these things. This is one game's name. These devices and games were quite crude by today's standard. These games were of low resolution. We could see each pixel that made up the characters. The players' moves were pre-programmed and restricted. Compare that to the more sophisticated video game available today. The colors are more realistic and varied. Many of them are three-dimensional with role-playing capabilities. We can immerse ourselves in the worlds of the game, assumes a character or an avatar, and to behave in a realistic manner. In the old time, just a video game, and that is simply then one pixel. Then it have just the game were of low resolutions, something. But now it is three-dimensional and dramatic. Then we can involve with these games. That is what it was developed, isn't it? We can immerse ourselves in the world of the games, assume a character or an avatar, and behave in a realistic manner. This is why now we can involve in the game. Then also we have progressed from sitting on a chair playing video games, the thing our parents were always asking us to stop doing. Players now have movement seasons that can make our avatar imitate our physical movements within the worlds of the game. This way, the gamers also get some physical activities while playing video games. Means that when we watching the video, we have get some physical activities we can do with this game. That is why the changing of video games means it gives a message that everything have changed by coming a new invention or new devices, or the technology have developing and something have disappeared, something have come in front instead, and also the duties and the works have get lost, somebody's, then something each and everything have merits and demerits. Is another way. A coin have two sides, merits and demerits. That will be there whatever way. Okay, but something have possibilities, something have positive, isn't it? Okay, these are the chapter Antiquated. I hope you all get me. Here a simple task you have, I am giving you. You just do this. Is description have here. What is the suitable one? You just add it. A, B, C, D. Then A 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the description of these pictures. What is the suitable one? You just match it. Okay. Then the question answer is there. We can discuss. Okay. Then I hope you all get me everything each and okay. We can wind up the class. Thank you.